everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this new video I am going to be talking about how to improve our writing, which is obviously one of the very essential important part to interact with people, to become a good communicator, especially in this new generation. As we know very well that this world has been the busiest world of this new generation. So in this time people do not have time to meet you all the time and to talk to you face to face. So what we do is that we convey our message to others through text, through emails, through other social media platforms. So for that you must have a good writing skills. If you do not have, you are obviously going to suffer in lots of areas. So here I will tell you just a few tips that will help you a lot to become a good writer, a good effective writer that will be conveying his messages easily without any problems. So let's get into it. So the very thing we have to do to improve our writing is that we have to gain the habit of reading. As I told you in my last video that listening improves our speaking. Similarly here I am telling you that reading improves our writing. When you read, you understand, you observe how people communicate through text, how they convey their messages to others. Similarly, you have to do work on your reading. Once you gain a habit of reading, I guarantee that there will be nothing that would be stopping you to become a good writer. Because when you read, you understand how words are used, how people convey their message, how actually virtual world works. So all these things are understood in our reading. When you read, you definitely understand all these things. And apart from this, reading helps you to consume, to collect lots of new words, phrases, expression, and as well as you also understand where and when to use punctuation, full stop, comma, and all these things. So reading is obviously as necessary as listening in order to improve our other skills like speaking and writing. So let's get into another tip. So the another tip here I have come up with is making habit. Make a habit of writing. No matter whether you are the busiest person in your life, whether you do not have time, whether you do not have to communicate, make it as a habit. As you do brush every single day, write whatever comes to your mind. Interact with people through text. Send messages to people in English. Not try to do it in your native language. If you do it in your native language, you will obviously gain the capacity of thinking in your native language only. But in order to learn a second language, your target language, you must have a mindset to do everything in your target language. That's how you're gonna improve your target language. So read regularly and write. Make a habit. Okay. And now the third point that I'm gonna be sharing here is seek feedback. Ask people how I am, what's my mistake. Find a mentor. Like if you just write and keep writing the things you already know, you are never going to improve yourself. You're never going to improve your writing. So in order to develop your writing skill, you must have a mentor who can guide you how to write well. Try to communicate with people who are better than you. But in this way, I'm not saying you not to communicate with those who are juniors, who are not capable of writing as you do. No, don't do that. It's gonna be so rude. You have to at least try to communicate with those who are in your same level. At least try. If you do not find, it's okay. You can communicate, you can chat, you can practice your writing with anyone. But do if you literally can do to find a better speaker, to a speaker who is natural. And this another point here, is be consistent. As I told you in every learning journey that you have to be patient, I am repeating the same thing. Be consistent. Do not just think that I'm gonna do it over a night. No, nothing's gonna happen over a night. You have to be consistent and rely on yourself that whatever I am doing now is going to pay me off in the future. That's kind of mindset you should have while you are learning a language or while you are working on your any skills. It's not about just writing or reading or learning a language. Whatever you do, there should be a kind of mindset that I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna achieve it at the end of the day. That's kind of mentality help you a lot to achieve your goals before the deadline. Understand that? The last point is that do not make your writing that complicated. A lot of students, what they do is that try to use long words, complicated word phrases that are very unfamiliar. In this way, people are going to feel disinterested while reading your paragraphs, while reading your math. Try not to do that. Use simple words. Once you have mastered using in simple words, then try to level up your writing. Then use some hard words, but not that harder. So that could be very difficult for others to understand what you exactly mean. So use common language. Use the language that normally people use in their conversational skills. It all happens. Everything improves time. So don't hurry while you are reading, while you are improving your learning or speaking. Just be consistent and work gradually. Sooner or later, your hard work definitely will pay you off. Thank you for listening to me, and it ends up here on this point. See you in our next video. Thank you for listening to me.